Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. These are nameplates for an artist that I do. I do two artists, one locally out of Central Texas that's really up there in the talent. He has his stuff in galleries in Santa Fe and Taos. Then I have another artist that just I've been working with out of California, and a couple times I've tried to convince him to use somebody local, but he likes my work. I do it out of alder and got it all figured out, and then I sand them, and they paint them. But what he wants to do, he's got a 7-inch nameplate by almost an inch, but he wants it to be 5.5 inches long by 7/8 inches long or wide. If you take and make this 5.5, it kind of makes the circle elongated. But it's really not that bad. But here, when you do this, 7/8 is 0.875. I need to unlock my ratio. 0.875. See what it did to the circle? So that's unacceptable. So the only way I know how to do it is to redraw it. And what we're going to do, we're going to get a close circle. Well, let's do this. And then I don't know if that'll snap to the center. And if we look, I'm going to get my parallel dimension tool, and we go from that node to that node. We got 0.32. And if we run it out, it might even be more than that. 324. If we take the other measurement, and as much money as these two gentlemen get on their painting, this should be perfect. Well, I stand corrected. That's not enough to change it. So, I don't know what I hit. So we have well, it's because I haven't changed it to 7/8. When we change this to 0.875, then look what it does. It elongates it. So my suggestion is, let's do this. Let's keep that the same, and I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. Let me get rid of my indexing lines. So we know our circles are still pretty round, but it's 5.5 inches long. So one thing we can do, and I'm kind of at a loss here, trying to figure that. I just did it, and it worked out perfectly. But when I'm not having to talk and think about it. So we're at 0.61 of a lip. Okay? Let me write that down. 0.061. Let me take this away. Now we got a lip on both sides. Okay? So bring out a calculator. 0.061 times 2 is 12.2. Let me write that down. 0.122. That's just common math. Let me double check that. 0.061 times 2 is 0.122. Okay, so now we need to take bring the calculator back out and put in the circle measurement with this that's the thickness of the wood. 0.875 plus minus 0.122. And we get 0.753. So let's make an ellipse 0.753. Well, I had my ratio unlocked. Lock it 0.732. I'm hoping that's the number. You know what? Let me double that. Let me double check that. I'm terrible with thinking about numbers. So 0.875 minus 0.122 is 753. Yep. 0.753. That's the only thing I don't like with my onboard calculator. It goes away. But that doesn't, this is already it. Okay, we haven't changed that yet. So now this will work. Let's build a rectangle and make it 0.875. And you can get the same thing by typing in 7/8. Get the same result. So that's the thickness of our item. And now we need to take our circle and just see what it looks like. And it looks pretty good. And it's because we're smaller, so the gap's going to be smaller. So this, to me, is the easiest way to do it. This is longer than our, or it's going to be longer than our 5.5 because we're already there. This is how I do it. Put that on that edge, midpoint. Now what I'm going to do is take the virtual segment delete key. I've kind of butchered this video. Okay. But see, now we're at 5.92. Well, let's take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And then let's left click, right click. Okay. We need this to be 5.5. So let's take, it's 5.92. Bring out a calculator, 5.92 plus minus 5.5. So we are 0.42 over. Take a rectangle and make it 0.42. Let's make it longer. Let's take this and just put it anywhere in here. Take your virtual segment delete key and delete this line. Now, these two pieces are still connected. So we need to go to Object, Break Curve Apart. Then take your pick tool and grab it. You don't have to hold down the control button because we're going to snap to that. Okay, look at this. We are 3/4 inch wide, or 0.78 wide, or 7/8 of an inch wide and 5.5 inch long. So then take your Smart Fill tool and make it solid. Now, the only other thing I have to do is take the holes, and I wish I would have remembered what size circle it was. I should have written it down because there's no way to, well, yeah, there is a way. We can do it this way. Take a 2-point line and go from right there to right there. And the center of that line is the center of the item, and have it go right till you get to the center. Take that line away. That nail hole is right in the center. Now we can do the same thing down there. Take a 2-point line, and what it's going to do, then hit the plus key. And I would actually hold down the control button so it goes evenly, and then go get that center. And then for something like this, I don't want to always test it. So I'm going to group this together, Control G. If we Control D to duplicate it and make the other one black, and then mirror it, you can't see the red because it's on top of the black. So everything is perfect. We're going to mirror it the other way. You can't see the red, so everything is perfect. Now, I apologize that took a little bit, but I hope you understand what I was getting at. And then I've got their name. I've taken their name out just to I don't know if they wanted all of, I can't imagine them not wanting people to know about them, but I didn't want to take the chance. Anyway, hope that helped just a little bit. Thank you for watching.